So this is episode number 2, little Vimeo number 2, about the gut and a healthy gut and how it relates to our lungs and our well-being up here. You have 60% again of your lymphatics that are underneath your chest, and they surround your intestinal tract. Those limbs become congested and impacted in a negative way when your intestines are a mess and they're toxic. So once they become loaded, they take those toxins through the lymphoid tissue. It's called GALT, gut-associated lymphoid tissue, move it to the lung, chest, nose, sinus, ear area, and infect those mucous membranes and those tissues. There is a direct correlation. So yesterday we spoke about how we get more fiber in our diet, as well as clean, healthy water in our diet. And today we're going to talk about the things that offend your gut. This is old information. It's been around for 3 decades, for Pete's sake. So I suggest you go Google Dr. Jeffrey Bland or Metagenics and take a look at these sites. And Dr. Bland is the grandfather of immunity. He sat on, I think, the NIH with Obama when Obama was in office, and he was his counselor for making America healthier. This man is brilliant. He's now retired, but a premier educator, compassionate man who cares about the well-being of Americans. So I would take a look at what Bland has to say, but to repeat what I have learned over the years from Dr. Bland. Dairy. Cow dairy is the #1 no-no. Don't shoot me, farmers, okay? But it is so different than the dairy I drank when I was a little girl. This is not the same animal. This is not the same product. This is not a healthy food product to put in your body at all. Wheat, also contaminated, genetically modified, high in gluten, high in gliadin, and we can't really tell if it's more so the GMO corkscrew viruses that we're getting from these genetically modified products, or is it actually that wheat is different now and it's become what they call, a Terminator seed or a Frankenstein seed. It's no longer a live, viable, nutrient-packed seed. So we're looking at dairy, we're looking at wheat, we're looking at gluten, we're looking at soy, we're looking at sugar, which America loves, and we're looking at corn, which is the most contaminated food in the United States. I don't touch it unless it's organic. Just do not go near it. And it is used as a sweetener in almost everything. Juice boxes, sodas, any kind of candy. Just look at labels. If you see corn or you see fructose corn syrup or you see fructose, I'm going to guarantee you it's corn. Next, find something else. And then eggs. So I love eggs. I do believe they are the perfect protein. But what you need to know is if you eat something every single day for decades, which many people do, i.e. like chicken, you will eventually become very hypersensitive, not in a good way, to that product. And it creates what we call dysbiosis, which is an imbalance of the gut flora in the small intestine, setting you up for inflammation and setting you up for gas and bloating and setting you up for diarrhea, eventually irritability in the whole entire bowel area. And that in turn makes you a very susceptible individual to something like a virus or a bacteria. So don't take away all of them. That's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is take away the 2 or 3 things you eat all the time, almost every single day. Lose them. Just lose them. Make them a treat rather than a regular event. And see how much your gut improves and how much better your gut will behave and how much more your gut will support you. I'm Deborah Arneson, nutritionist. Tune in tomorrow. We'll be talking all about products that you can take to rebuild your gut. Until then, have a blessed night. Bye.